Sister Brother Peter with tidbits from the Word. So proud to be with you. Whatever day it is, if you're happen to be here on this channel, God probably put you here. I perhaps am a mentor of a type for some people. If they have clicked on and they see that I'm a person who has said that God saved me and I'm following Him the best of my ability, and I'm preparing each day as though it were the last day of my life. Wow, I wish I could say that and not have reservation. I just said it and I had reservation about it, because if it were perhaps the last day of the rest of my life, I would perhaps done many things different than I did today, or would do things different throughout the rest of the day if it were going to be the last day of my life and I knew it. So we must take, though, each opportunity that comes to us each day to pass on the gospel of Jesus Christ, to pass on the gospel to somebody around us. And it said we are to reach someone for Christ as often as we can. Or today, for instance, I had the opportunity to do maybe 3 or 4 real good witnesses individually with some people, different people, as I met them and talked to them and leave them a track and talk to them and say things about if you died right now, do you know you go to heaven? And it's kind of a shocker to some people when you say that. They say, what would you say? You say, if you died right now, do you know whether you'd go to heaven? And that's one of the things we need to learn to do. As Christians, if you've asked Jesus to forgive you of your sin, He's come into your heart. He has taken care of you. The least you could do is offer it to others. Commit yourself to the day. Commit yourself to each day. Now, the Lord's Prayer is found in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 9. And I have been over it many, many times, and I won't go over it again right now, but it's the prayer that starts out, Our Father. And that prayer has many consequences to it for daily living. It's asking God for your daily living, how to live that day. And you need to do that each day. Commit yourself this day to serving Him, testing Him for results. When you're testing God, that's not tempting God. To test God is not to tempt God. And you'd like to see results from your prayers. If you pray something, the Lord has given me many, many times in the last few months an instant prayer that I'd pray and I would instantly see the answer. Right then, I'd see the answer immediately. And I've seen it. And I could tell you something, you'd say, you're full of hooey, I don't believe you. Well, Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, do it heartily as unto the Lord. I'm a paint contractor. And when I paint heartily as unto the Lord. I don't care what that person thinks of me. And that person that's paying me, if he says he's only going to give me half of what I normally make, I'm going to paint the same way as I normally do. And he'll gain a half again what he's paying for. But I'm going to do heartily what I do. And that's what we need to do spiritually. Let's look at some things. God, in my life, after I got saved, put some people in my life, in my path, the path of my life, in my way, for me to have for mentors. And we need to mentor other people. Now I'm going to start a mentorship Saturday morning with a man at 9 o'clock on teaching him how to do a bus ministry. I was in the bus ministry for several years, had a very good record of bringing lots and lots and lots in every Sunday. And the only way that was done was by spending that Saturday, get up on Saturday morning, pray about it, ask the Lord, work through the week on it, and plan on it, and plan on where you're going, who you're going to stop to, what you're going to see, and ask God to direct, lead, and guide you to the houses that you're going to come back later on at a later date and pick up either the children or the folks to ride with you to church. The people that mentor you may not look like you. If I was mentoring you and you were 30 years old and had black hair and could still kick up a stone, I don't look like you. But I can mentor you. And I can show you some things that God has showed me. But you have got to be willing to accept those things. And that's it. We as human beings do not want to be willing to accept what other people know. We think we already know something when we don't really know anything compared to what some people know. So, they might not look like us. They might and they might not know more than us. Whether they know more than us or not, if they're your mentor, you should let them take the reins and show you what they know, and then you'll know what you know and what they know. And they'll know what they know, and sometimes you can help them. It's a double mentor backwards. And you can mentor some things in their life even. And the whole point is that you need to use a mentor. If somebody has made themselves available for you to learn something through, you need to use that person. You need to say, okay. If they say, hey, I'd like to sit down and read the Bible with you a little while, say, okay. Make it happen. Go do it. Make it happen. And some mentors you find may not be ambulatory. They may be bedridden. I have had mentors that were bedridden. How did they mentor you, Peter? They showed me that if I was ever bedridden, this is the way I need to be. Pleasant, happy, smiling. So good to see you. Glad you came by. I'm doing good today. Here's a person that is sick and in bed and can't move and can't go anywhere. And they're saying, have a good day. And they're saying they're doing good. And the whole point is we need to use mentors that want to be mentors. If you don't find one at the beginning of your career, or at the beginning of your spiritual career, your spiritual life in the church, if you don't find one, you need to start looking around. You need to start asking God that I got to keep my eyes open and look for a mentor. And you show me one, God. And God will have one cross your path later on. There'll be somebody side up to you and say, hey, you know, I believe I could help you with that. Or, you know, I believe that this would be good. Or, you know, I think that you would like, and it looks to me like you'd be a person that would do good in this Sunday school class. And you pay attention to what they say, and you do what they say. And keep your eyes open for your mentor, and then transmit the lesson that you learn to the next person. Now, we have a lady in our church, very astute Christian lady, who's teaching 6 ladies to do exactly what she's doing when they go out. And they're going to take 6 ladies, and that will be 36 people. And next month, there will be 36 people starting over in a new course. And those 36 people are being trained by this mentor to take, each one of them to take 6 people. Wow, when you take 36 times 36, I didn't calculate it. But that's a lot. And it can happen. And we need to do that with the men in our church. And we need a mentor to do that. And perhaps the Lord would use me in that way. Behavior has consequences. Good behavior has good consequences. Bad behavior has bad consequences. I'm an ambassador for Jesus Christ. When I go out in the morning, even if I'm going to work, I look the very best that I can look. Because before I get to work, I'm going to witness to some people. I'm going to stop at the gas pump. I'm going to ask some people about their salvation. I'm going to ask some people about their direction in life. I'm going to probe some people that say, well, you know, I go to church, but, well, wait a minute. There's no buts about it. If you go to church, you should be in it all the way. If the church you're going to, you can't be in it and can't work in it all the way, then you need to find one you can work in. God can move you to another pasture. And by the way, it'll probably be a greener pasture. My time's come and gone. And this is Brother Peter, Tidbits from the Word. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.